about 20 units of fossil fuel energy to produce 1 unit of energy to feed a person. It's completely inefficient. A huge amount of the land is used to grow food to feed animals, right? And so we have this crazy situation where if you take the biomass of animals on the planet, something like 97% of the weight is humans and the animals that we eat. And this is a complete reversal of the ratio that would have been, 1,000 years ago, when it would have been, we would have been, and the things we ate would have been a few percent, and the wild animals would be the 7%. So now we have 2 or 3% of the weight of animals on the planet being the wild animals. So that just, to feed those animals means that a massive, because of the inefficiency of growing food to feed animals to then eat the animals, means that, that is a big chunk of fossil fuel driven land use degradation to feed animals to feed people, which is a massive inefficiency. And generally what happens in agriculture is efficiency is an efficient system is the one with the minimum number of people employed in it. That's considered the biggest cost is people. And so you get rid of them, you have the biggest combine harvester and the biggest machinery possible, and then you minimize the number of people and you maximize efficiency, which is just crazy. And I think at the core of it is the fact that we allow the externalization of the harm. So we don't charge for greenhouse gas emissions, for soil degradation, for pollution of water and all that kind of thing. We massively tip the scales in favor of the industrial harmful food production processes, and they're driven by animals as well. And I accept totally that regenerative farming and sustainable farming involves animals, but nowhere near at that imbalance that we have at the moment. And so they're part of the system, but much less. So the sort of cage systems that we have at the moment are completely. If we measured efficiency by how much external energy, the energy return on investment, so how much energy goes in, because at the moment in the States it's about 20-1, about 20 units of fossil fuel energy to produce 1 unit of energy to feed a person. It's completely inefficient. But because we measure the wrong things, we come up with the wrong answer. So part of the future has to be a rationalization of what is efficiency, and then, and including what I've touched on before about, is it real food? Is it good food? Is it going to be healthy food for people? But also, the process that you make it with. And if you we can switch that, we'll see that the only way to feed the world is to take the fossil fuels out and to become local producers